AMHERST, and why. Former Buffalo men's basketball assistant coach Lindsey Hunter, who won an NBA championship with Kobe Bryant's Los Angeles Lakers and another with the Detroit Pistons, played in an era and on teams known for defense. After practices during his one season in Buffalo, 2016-17, Hunter forged a bond with UB guard Dontay Caruthers. Hunter made the former Greater Rochester Player of the Year in his image. He transformed Caruthers from who he was in high school, an offensive assassin, into who he's become as a senior on the know. 19 ranked Bulls, 15-1, 3-0 Mid-American Conference, a lockdown, shutdown defensive nightmare for opposing guards. You gotta scrape those guys up, Hunter would tell Caruthers after practice during one-on-one film sessions. The former NBA point guard showed his pupil all the tools that were at his disposal. From what to do with his ankles, where his hands should be, and even how to brush a ball handler's chest and belly button to gain an advantage. Little knickknacks to help me be a great defensive player, Caruthers explained. Caruthers, 23, was a completely different player back in high school. He would shred defenses on a nightly basis and even dropped 50 points a few times. But after an injury his sophomore year while at Indian Hills Community College, that forced him off the court for an extended period, his offensive game fell off a bit. He couldn't shoot, so he knew in order to get on the floor he was going to have to play defense, Bulls coach Nate Oates said. So Caruthers, with the guidance of Hunter, altered his game. He studied tape and worked tirelessly in the gym and at practice to learn how to be the Bulls' defensive stopper. He earned MAC Defensive Player of the Year at the end of that season. It was always that one or two guys that were killing us in games, Caruthers said. Me being a sophomore, I kind of took that upon myself to stop him. We have a lot of great scorers. I'm not saying I'm not a great scorer myself, but we got a lot of people that can get it going for us in a hurry. These guys look for me to be that guy on defense. It probably don't look all good in the stats like that, but deep down inside I know that if that's what it takes to win, then I'm gonna do it. Buffalo defeated Miami last Saturday, 88-64, and Caruthers, who comes off the bench for a stacked Bulls team, was arguably at his best player. I started Caruthers in the second half and I thought he completely turned the game around with his defense, Oates said. Caruthers finished with 11 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals, plus he had an additional 2 strips to turn the ball over to his team. When the Bulls are lacking energy, Caruthers is usually the player that gets them revved back up. He's got a high energy and he talks, he yaps, Oates said. At practice last week before the game against the Red Hawks, Oates put Caruthers on the scout team against the rest of the seniors so he could work on his offense and raise the intensity level of practice. He's trying to drill the first team and talking all kinds of mess to CJ, Massenberg, and Devontae, Jordan, and all of them, Oates said. He's tough, hard-nosed, scrappy. Fans love him because he plays so hard all the time. Caruthers' impact on the team is obvious on the court, but he's also bringing along the next generation. Jordan starts at point guard as a junior and is also known for his defense. He credits Caruthers for helping him raise his game. He tells me, just always be moving, Jordan said. You can never get caught sitting still because that's when you get players. A dude that you're guarding goes back door or you miss your box out assignment or something. Just learning from him. He's always moving and he's always trying to help the teammate that just got beat. Just move. The Bulls continue their MAC schedule when they travel to Western Michigan Tuesday night to take on the Broncos. Who knows what the Bulls will need from Caruthers, but he'll likely do whatever it takes to win. He changed his entire game just to accommodate everyone else, and the entire team is reaping the benefits. Caruthers gives you a little bit of a different dimension to our offense, Oates said. He's coming downhill right through guys, putting his shoulder right through the big's chest and finishing at the rim. He brings us a toughness on both sides of the floor. How Buffalo built the best basketball team in New York this season.